Welcome back. You're welcome to another video on Java 8. We are in the series for Java 8. We are looking out for Java 8 coding questions. So, most frequently asked questions. Uh, we had made couple of videos earlier. So, if you have not checked it, please go ahead and check it. There will be a playlist. Let's jump into the first problem. Uh, the interviewer might ask you that he will say that I have a list of integers and I wanted to find an average of not just all the numbers but only the even numbers, right? So we'll give you a list. We'll write you to write a code of Java, with the help of Java 8 to test your knowledge on how good are you in Java 8. So let's get started. To first convert that into a string. So I have this particular list of string integers. What I will do is first I will just convert that into a string. Now the next step is that we need to filter out, right? So we need to filter out what the all integers which are even, right? So what I will do in order to understand the integers or not, what we will do, we will do modulus by 2, which is equal to 0, right? This is the formula for even, right? If it is an odd, right? So you need to make it as not this, right? So once we get this, what we can do is that once we get all the uh, even numbers, we can map. We can make use of this map method of integers. So we need to convert that to an integer. Sorry, to int values. Once we get this, we'll be able to average now. So next step is to make it average, right? So once we done this, we are good to complete this. If you don't get any answer, let's say we don't have anything else, right? We will just make it as 0. Okay. So let's assign this variable. So average would be in double. So average value system. Print again. We'll print out the average. So let's run this particular program. Let's see the output, what it comes. If you see, these are all the average which will be divided and then you will get the output, right? Uh, hope you got the first example. Let's move on to the second example. So what will then the interviewer might ask you to, he said that there's a list of list, okay? Then he wanted to get it merged into a single list. So there is a list of list which he wanted instead of three lists inside it, he wanted to convert it into a single list. So this is also one of the most frequently asked questions. Uh, so uh, like interviewer also asked mostly like when do we use map and when do we use flat map, right? So when we have this particular list of list and we wanted to make it into a single flat map, right? We make use of this flat map. So let's get started to convert this. So we'll first convert this particular list to string. Once we get this string, right? The next step is that we need to flatten it. So we'll make use of flat map. So once we get this flat map, we will list the string. We'll make the string, right? So once we get this, we will collect it into a list. So we'll just create it as another list. So let's name this. So I'll just rename it to single list. This will be the list of integers. Let's go ahead and print this. Let me run this program. See, now you'll get the output like this. All this particular individual list will be converted into a single list. Hope you got this. And now the third problem statement is we'll have a list, okay, of words, right? So we will be given a list of words, and interview wanted to understand, and he will ask, like, he wanted to sort it with the highest to the lowest length. So all the list should be sorted with the highest first and then to the lowest. Okay, so it should be sorted by the length. So let's see what uh, we can do in this to convert this particular list to a string. So first we have to convert this particular thing to a string. So let's take this, convert this to a string. Once we do it, we'll sort it. Okay? We'll sort it with what? We'll make use of we'll make use of comparing print, and then inside this we're comparing with what? Integers, right? So we'll take the length of it, right? So we need length, right? So based on the each bird length, it will compare it, right? Now we want this into the highest one. So what we have to do is that we have to reverse it over here. Once we do this, we'll get the reverse order from earlier. If you have not placed this reverse, it will be, from lowest to the highest. And then once it is done, we can convert it to a list. Now let's create a variable over here. So we'll make a list of string sorted highest to lowest. Print this out. Let's see what value it comes. We'll run this particular program. If you see here, pineapple is the longest word, then it comes avocado, ultimately is to the dates. Hope you got these examples, it is clear. Let me know if you have anything to be asked in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you for